All right, happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome on into the daily broadcast. Glad you are hanging out with us here at Raiderland World Headquarters. The weekend getting started a little bit early with Easter Sunday coming up. They move everything up in softball and baseball. So Tech baseball at Arizona State later tonight, softball at Arizona. We got all that going on. It's over, underrated, right? Thursday, every Thursday, we get to ranking things. Today, we're talking about Texas. Things about Texas. Things that are overrated. Things that are underrated. Things that are rated right. Anything and everything that's on your mind. Let's have fun on that tonight. Every decent player should be, every halfway decent player should be in the transfer portal. And if they're not doing it right. Then we got Tech men's basketball. Had to look at football, portal, all that stuff. Whatever's on your mind, we want to hear from you. I'm telling you right now, this show, you guys are going to drive the show tonight. So get your comments, questions in. Get ready to fire away. Let's have a good conversation tonight. Let's make it count. Indeed, Craig, the talking box is on. So whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on our YouTube channel, or Twitter X at Ryan Hyatt Media, United Supermarkets, taking care of all of your communication needs here on the program. They're also taking care of all your Easter needs. Ham. Yeah, they got ham. Whatever it is, brisket, you're going to do a brisket. You can do that. Steaks are good. They got all that stuff. Then you got all the other stuff, too. Those side things, like English pea salad, Jello or whatever, Well, you guys, we just want the meat, right? That's all we really need. So United Supermarkets will be taking care of you. They will be closed on Easter Sunday. Brought to you in part as well by Gators Bayou 98th and Slider Road. The games are always on. You go out there tonight. They'll be open. You can watch Tech baseball and softball. I think they'll have both games going on there. Hot Cajun food, cold beverages, and a great patio this time of year. And South Lanes College. The road to Raiderland runs through Levelland. Find out what they can do for you, your family, your kids, your grandkids. I mean, from continuing education, maybe you want to take a cooking class this summer with your wife. That'd be kind of cool, right? They've got all that stuff. So check out South Lanes College. All right, let's do this in 3, in 2. Good evening, West Texans, all you good, fine, friendly folks out there who wish you were. I'm Ryan Hyatt, theraiderland.com. That's the website you start your day with. The Raiderland hot links, the coolest, hottest, freshest, best links from Raiderland and beyond on the internet. We give you our question of the day. Today, it's overrated, underrated, rated right. Thursday, we get to rating things around here. And we want you to rate things about Texas, things about the state of Texas. It gave me an excuse to put Gary P. Nunn's video for things I like about Texas on the post today. So that was good. So what do you got tonight on the over, underrated, rated right? There are a lot of things about the great state of Texas that are underrated. Like Paladera Canyon may be underrated. There are things that are overrated. Houston, overrated. If Sam Houston came back today and he saw what has happened to the town they named after him, he would demand that they name it probably Lamar. He hated Marabou Lamar. He'd make it name it after somebody else. And then there are things that are rated just right. Like, I don't know. What's rated right? Lugenbach is rated right. It's kitschy. It's got its own thing going. It's Lugenbach's probably rated right. You tell me. Anything else on your mind tonight? We want to hear from you. All right. So get in on the United Supermarkets chat line. It's easy to do. Chris jumping in right there on the Facebook page. We've got Facebook strong. I need our YouTube people and our Twitter X people at Ryan Hyatt Media to get in. Overrated everything east of I-35. Rated right, the Alamo. Underrated West Texas. Get behind that. And then comes back. Stephen F. Austin would have been appalled by his namesake, too. I agree. Tessa, I think I know her. Need to have a kitten showcase for adoption possibilities. Hold on. I thought all the kittens were spoken for here at Raiderland World Headquarters. We have 6 kittens. They are officially a week old today. I thought they were all spoken for. Are they not? We'll get this done by the end of the day tomorrow. Don't worry. Craig jumps in on Facebook. Rated right. People from other states' perception of our state pride. Lynn's all in for the kitten showcase. Maybe we do that each day next week. All right. So they're a week old as of this morning at about 5:30, between 5:30 and 7 o'clock this morning. And actually, there were two, well, I guess three really, that were kind of born a little later on in the morning. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. Oh, I go back in there. Oh, you're still having cats. Okay, are you done? So Addie was done at that point. So yeah, they're all a week old today. We're still working on this whole. They got to open their eyes, unless they're just cats with no eyes, which I think is a 1984 album by Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark. OMD. Pretty sure they had an album called Cats with No Eyes. Maybe next week we showcase a kitten of the day. Chris weighing in. All is well on YouTube. Here's to the YouTube people. Hit like, hit share, grow it, get some more people on there. Wind kicked up today. Was doing really good on allergies for the most part until about 3. And now you can just feel the pollen all over you. He's David Carr from KMAC 28. That's the ABC affiliate in Lubbock, Texas. He directs the sports there, tells it where to go. Social media post updating us on your plans for next year. Overrated. You see, we're talking about things about Texas that are overrated, but I understand your frustration with any and all college athletes for the most part in the last 24 to 36 hours updating us. And can we get a new phrase other than run it back? I'm not exactly sure when run it back started. I understand it. Can we get another phrase for run it back? Run back what? A lot of times when people use run it back, you're not running back anything that was really all that impressive. All things being equal. On the transfer front, Kevin Overton apparently allegedly going to Auburn, so an easier roster to crack for him compared to what Texas Tech is crafting right now. Wish him nothing but the best, like he really cares what we think or anybody else. But yeah, good luck on that. On the football front, let's see. Do we have any more today? Help me out. I got to go to the updated list. I think I've got this handy. Maybe I do. I thought I did, and I don't think I do. Come on. There we go. Yeah. Let's see. Players leaving the Tech football portal. This is Lubbock Avalanche Journal, Don Williams. The latest one's Tyler Murray, 6'4", 295-pound offensive lineman, came to Tech, preferred walk-on out of San Antonio Brandeis. Redshirted, no games played last season. Nick Fattig, 6'4", 300-pound offensive guard. He gone. He redshirted his first season and got his first 4 career games last season as a backdrop. And then, all right, we already knew about Isaac Smith yesterday, and you guys already know about the others. Long story short, when it comes to Tech football, portal transfers out, not a single player leaving. Impact player would have been an impact player. Is any sort of impact player for you if you want to be better than a 7 or 8 and 4 win team? It's pretty easy on that. David, unless you're a kick returner, don't use run it back. If you're a kick returner, you can do that. Jeff jumping in on our YouTube channel. Underrated, the drive on Highway 16 into Llano. Underrated, people who say Llano. Chris Overton really wanted to roll some toilet paper on Toomer's Corner. For those who know their Auburn history, yes. Lynn, the musical Texas in Paladera Canyon is great. All right, so is it underrated? Is it overrated? Or is it rated right? I would say it was rated right for the longest time, and then they changed it in the 2000s. It was really one of the first ones to go woke. And if you went and saw it during a certain era, you had a hard time understanding if the Texans won or the Indians won. It really got really weird for a while. I haven't seen it in a while. Maybe they've cleaned it up a little bit. I hope so. Spoiler alert, the Texans won. Don't at least 15 football players have to leave due to roster number restrictions? That's a great question that nobody really knows the answer to right now. The House settlement hasn't come through. If so, roster limitations 105. And I don't know where Tech is currently operating at. And I don't know that Tech knows where they're currently operating at. I think what you're going to see, no matter what, now with the delayed nature of the House settlement, and I still don't think it's ever going to be truly approved, but there will be immediate lawsuits filed regarding the roster limitations across all sports. So you're going to get, it's not a stay. What am I looking for? Is not a continuance. What am I like? And temporary restraining order is not the right word either. But what you're going to see, I think, is next year is going to look exactly like this year when it comes to roster size, NIL, and anything else. I don't see anything changing between now and the start of the football season. It's just not going to happen. JC says, greetings. We say greetings right back to you. They're on our YouTube channel. Ryan Hyatt's Raiderland on YouTube. Don't cost nothing. Everybody sign up. It's free. It's fun. Overrated, underrated, rated right today. We're talking about things about Texas. Things about Texas that are underrated. Things that are overrated. It's possible. And things that are rated just right. You tell me, what's on your list? We also have Texas Tech baseball at Arizona State. Mac, you are going tonight. After that, nobody knows who's pitching the rest of the weekend. It should be Jack Siebert, in my opinion, pitching on Friday. Obviously, we're starting this series a day early because of Easter weekend. I'm glad they still do that. Start Siebert on Friday because I think he's your new hammer drop guy on Friday. And I want the pitching to get aligned going into 4 days in May. Remember, that's our hashtag for Tech baseball. 4 days in May. You got to win 4 straight games in May to get into the NCAA tournament. There's nothing you can do between now and then on the RPI, which I think tonight is around 91 or 92 D1 baseball. Arizona State at 32. You could sweep the series against Arizona State. Ain't going to matter. You're not going to get there. Okay? So I want to see Siebert, who I believe is the best pitcher you have right now, going into that Friday role starting tomorrow. Doesn't matter whether you win today, lose today. Don't use him in relief tonight, Tim. All right? I don't even care. Because all we care about is getting this team into the best position, the best possible position, going to May 21st in the Big 12 tournament. That's all that matters. Softball, on the other hand, has a chance pretty much to drop the hammer on a Big 12 title if they can take 2 out of 3 against Arizona. Arizona with the better RPI, from what I heard, learned, or otherwise today. I think it was Mike Gustafson on 97.3 talking about it maybe this afternoon that I heard. And I have no idea where the RPI comes from, so don't ask me. But apparently Arizona's got a 13 RPI. Tech's got a 22 RPI. Texas Tech right now more in control on the softball side of winning the Big 12. You would think that the Big 12 conference regular season winner is a guaranteed host, and I think they probably are from a regional standpoint. And then, we kind of go from there. But if Tech can take 2 of 3, which amazes me talking about Tech softball in that vernacular, going to Arizona, one of the great programs in history, the home of Jenny Finch. The team Tech used to play to get their heads kicked in back in the day, but try to maybe sneak a game and get something going on our RPI. Pretty amazing. Ran into Jenny Finch at the Market Street on 50th in Indiana, right after that place had opened, pretty early on. They were in town playing Texas Tech. She was a grad assist or something like that. We were in the produce section. Yeah. Jeff, as a former resident of San Antonio, the Riverwalk is overrated. All right, so let's get up or down on this one tonight. And you guys can throw out overrated stuff, underrated, and everybody can vote on it the rest of the night as we go through. We got about another 15 minutes with you tonight. This is a good one. Riverwalk. Overrated, underrated, rated right. I have a tendency to lean towards overrated with Jeff right here. That the times I've been down there, I'm like, eh. And one time I was there, this is back in the 90s, it was still just, it was trashed. It really wasn't that good. Next time it was better. Tech fans have been down there for the Alamo Bowl a couple of times. Riverwalk, overrated, underrated, rated right. You tell us. Wendy jumps in on our YouTube channel. Underrated. The drive on Highway 21 outside of Bastrop, pine trees over the highway, magnificent. Pine trees? Are they pines or are they elms or oaks? Pine trees in Bastrop? I'm going to take your word for it. Seems a little west for the pines. Gary wants to know, you working back channels to secure the Lee Corso headgear gig? No, I like my hair too much. I don't want anything to mess up my hair. I have great hair, spectacular hair. My barber compliments me every week on my hair. Why would I want to put anything on my noggin where you couldn't see my hair? Here's to Lee Corso. Great gig. By all estimations, a great guy. I've never met him. I respect the energy he brought to that show. That show, to me, has been a pale facsimile of itself for nigh on a decade, probably. And to those who say he's shuffling off the stage too late, well, that's 99% of us all. 99% of us all. Whatever we do, whatever it is, we probably go a year too long, a little bit too long. Yeah. Craig on Facebook, the Riverwalk is rated right if you've never been there, overrated if you've been there multiple times. And that's good. And that's another thing, that you got certain aspects of Texas. Overrated, underrated, rated right. Things about Texas, things in Texas. Things that are overrated, things that are underrated, things that are Texas related. Yeah, if you've been there a couple of times, it is one of those things, you've kind of been there and done that. Right? Like back in the old days, remember the West End in Dallas? Maybe the first couple of times you were down in the West End. Hey, man, we're down in the West End. It's 1987. We're down in the West End. It's early 90s. We're back down here in the West End. This is great. Reunion Arena, back over there. Oh, this, and then you're like, we're in the West End. We should probably get the hell out of here. Worst Hooters ever, West End. Jason is on our YouTube channel. Overrated players who don't play half the games, asking for $1 million to come back. Not Texas related, but hey, everybody's got the ability to name a price. Name your price. If you're a halfway decent player, your name should be in the transfer portal in any and all sports. If not, you're not playing the game right. And college has been wasted upon you, 100% wasted upon you. Either that or you didn't take an economics course yet. Leverage, you've got it. Use it when you can. Michael getting in on our YouTube channel. Overrated, the Dairy Queen in Seymour, Texas. They ran out of ice cream the last time my wife and I went there. Well, you're probably still there. The slowest Dairy Queen in all of the state of Texas is the Dairy Queen in Seymour, Texas. 100%. I mean, what you're talking about, Michael, could have happened like 3 weeks ago and you're still in line. Love me some Seymour. Ain't got nothing against Seymour, but that Dairy Queen there, my gosh, the slowest Dairy Queen in the state of Texas. Old Bob Phillips, Texas Country Reporter, he never did anything there, I guarantee you. They would have never got the video out. Wouldn't have happened. All right, so your thoughts, comments on overrated, underrated, rated right. Tonight we're talking about things about Texas. We have Texas Tech baseball going tonight. Arizona State, Mac Huer getting the start. All right, Mac, just go out and throw 5 and give me something that I can look at here in mid-April and go, all right, you got a chance to make a difference here. Show me something. Economy of pitches would be nice. One of the biggest problems that Tech starting pitchers have had this year is you can't get out of the fourth inning because you've thrown 70 pitches. Now, this time of year, the pitch count goes up a little bit. I assume it's going to be warm, if not hot, but warm there in Arizona, in Phoenix tonight for this series. So my starting pitcher right now at this time of year, I've got an 85 to 95 pitch limit on you. I think that's fair. I think if you're healthy and the weather's good, well, that ought to get you into the sixth inning. It really ought to get you 6 innings. We'll see what happens tonight. We talked about it last night. I don't know if we mentioned it, but the curse of the Patrick Mahomes NIL type deal got TJ Pompey. So for those who don't know, he's done for the year. Took a pitch off the wrist. Was it Kansas State? So yeah, that's over with. He's done, and you just hope that you get him back next year. Hope that he's back. You hope that he hasn't played his final game in a Texas Tech uniform. So that's the reality you're living with now. Defensively, you're substandard. That's not going to change the rest of the year. Jeff getting in again. That's on the YouTube channel. Right now it's Raiderland. Easy, subscribe. Don't cost nothing. Where's our Twitter people tonight? Twitter X has been slow tonight. We'll have like 500 people watch either live or replay or whatever. And then I'm like, you guys can comment too. You don't have to just sit there and watch. The Davis Mountains. I've not spent a tremendous amount of time in the Davis Mountains. Not against them. Against them at all. I haven't spent a lot of time there, though. Palo Duro Canyon. Overrated, underrated, rated, right. It's all things about Texas. Bluebonnets, overrated, underrated, rated, right. Chili with beans, chili without beans. Tex-Mex food, overrated, underrated, rated, right. Willie Nelson, overrated, underrated. You get the idea. Anything you want to get into, we can do that tonight. There was one thing I wanted to go back to real quickly. I got to be careful what I click on sometimes on the screen. On the football transfer portal, we said you're losing some offensive linemen, depth only, but nobody at this point that I think really you look at and go, oh, that's pernicious to your win-loss record, right? I think we're all in agreement on that front, are we not? That there's nobody that is transferring out on the football side that you say, okay, this is a crushing loss. You've added what you feel like is some pretty good talent. The Stanford defensive edge guy. Really, it's not so much that it's been a quiet portal. But again, I think it's been, and we'll see, it just opened up again. And you got a lot of guys that are putting their name in there and everything. Some of them may come back and some of them may not. And that's another thing that we need to talk about. The football fans, college football, college basketball, college sports fans are going to have to understand that every year, a lot of guys, until something changes, are going to put their name in the portal. It doesn't mean they're necessarily leaving. It means they're using the leverage they have to try to get a better NIL situation or anything else. If they can get a better deal, they can do it. I expect them to do that. Then it's up to you to decide, okay, are you worth it to my program or not? We still have the ability until the House settlement. And even then, nothing's going to change on NIL. People seem to really misunderstand that. So the idea that a player's name is in the portal, you ought to just accept it as a college football fan. I'm saying football or basketball. That's going to be the norm. If their name is not in there, they're either firmly ensconced as a starter and they're so taken care of NIL that it doesn't matter, or they stink and you wish their name was in the portal. Chris on Facebook, Palo Duro Canyon rated right, Caprock Canyon underrated. Every time I've been out to Caprock Canyon, it was 117 degrees. That includes the times I went in December. Just ungodly hot there. It's cool. They got the buffalo herd out there. Miss Molly's buffaloes, you know. But man, it's really hot. They do have the old rails to trails stuff out there if you're into that sort of thing. But like, bring a bunch of water. In fact, like, bring a golf cart with a bunch of water and a beer chest. Do that. Jeff on the underrated Terry Allen on Lubbock. Great album. Amarillo Highway. The de facto, would that be if we ever separated and had West Texas as its own state, Amarillo Highway could be the the national anthem. You guys have done pretty good tonight. The YouTube channel folks have been great. Twitter, I don't know what's going on with our Twitter people tonight. Some nights they're there, some nights they're not. Hard to figure. Never know. Big show tomorrow. It'll be the most Texan thing you have done. That's every Friday, not just building off this. We will be with you though tomorrow night for sure. We'll recap game 1 for Tech softball and Texas Tech baseball out there. Arizona State for baseball, Arizona for softball. And if Tech can get a win tonight in softball, it goes a long way to putting them in position to win a Big 12 title. Which, man, if you told me that 2 years ago, even knowing that Oklahoma and Texas were leaving the Big 12, that's pretty amazing stuff. Get that. Oh yeah. Anything else? It's up to you. I got some pizza in there, ready to go to town on that. Try to get a little sleep tonight. Next week we'll start. I guess we'll start next week auditioning kittens to be adopted. So I don't know how Texan that is, but that'll probably start next week. But join us in the morning on the website, theraiderland.com. We'll have this posted here in just a little bit on the website. We'll have our column ready to go. And, of course, Raiderland Hot Links. I hope you guys love the Hot Links. We have a lot of fun putting it together each day. It is indeed a labor of love. So thanks for being out there. Got to hit a couple of things. Got to hit this button. We got to hit this button. And then I want you guys to share this on Twitter X at Ryan High-End Media, on YouTube, and on our Facebook pages, man. Appreciate it. We'll see you in the morning.